welcome to my God thought for today. Hope you're all right. Thanks for joining me. Just come back from holiday last week. We went down to Cornwall and we visited Truro Cathedral. And as you do in cathedral, you're in there, you're admiring the architecture, you're admiring the building, and it's a really lovely cathedral actually. And the architecture in the roof is brilliant, fantastic, really well done. And there's me busy eyeing up the pillars and seeing if they're in line and all this sort of thing. Of course, they're not all in line, but we won't worry about that. But what took me when I went around the cathedral was this, that there was the stained glass windows telling the story of Jesus and the various aspects of his life. And then there was other models in there. There was stonework as well with figures that had been sculpted and displaying again the life and times of Jesus. But the one thing that really struck me in there was this clay model, and it was quite a large clay model, and it was telling the story of Jesus when he was taking his cross up to Calvary, and he was being driven on by the Roman soldiers, and then Simon 𝕋ℍ𝕆𝕌𝔾 was drafted in to help carry the cross. And I just thought, what a fantastic model it was, and how intricate the detail on it was, and the time it must have taken, made out of clay, for the artist to create this model. It was fantastic. The detail I can't describe was so intricate. It was just fantastic. And there were all the people, all the bystanders watching. You had the Roman centurions, you had Jesus with the crown of thorns, Simon 𝕋ℍ𝕆𝕋 helping carry the cross. It was so intricate, and it just made me think a little bit about the designer, the artist making that. But then it made me think about how we are created, and the time that God invests in us, and how we are made, and how we are sculpted, and how he invests everything into us. But thinking about it from the perspective of the person that made the clay pot, it must have been so frustrating at times, because the clay might have been quite difficult to work with. And sometimes I think God might think that about us. We can be quite difficult to work with, can't we? But unlike an artist who might have lost his patience, God never loses his patience with us. He is patient with us because he is the ultimate artist, the ultimate designer, and he is constantly making us into what he wants us to be. And the verse in Isaiah is this, isn't it? Yet you, Lord, are our Father. We are the clay, you are the potter. We are the work of your hands. And isn't God amazing? Isn't everything he does just perfect? So if you're worried that things you do aren't always right and just, God is crafting you. God is making you perfect, and he is putting every intricate detail into your life just as he wants it. Have a good day.